Hi, I'm back. When I said I was going to be back, I kind of didn't mean that I would be like back 3 or 4 days later, but anyway, I don't even know when I was doing that last video, but what have I done? We've sewn, well, I've sewn a few little snippets. I think I've made this, it's going to be a pocket, but I've just counted the pockets in this little book, and there's like about 15 spaces. So these are the little tabs. There's about 15 spaces for ephemera, and oh, that's so many. So I thought we'd get on, well, I'm going to get on and make some things to put in all those little spots. But the first thing I was going to do is make another spot to put something in. Obviously I had in my mind I wanted a library pocket, so I think I will, I think I'll finish this since I've started it, and I'll put this in, and I mean all I need to do is put in a library card, so that should be fine. The one thing about this paper, when you glue it down, the embossed painter's paper, is if you press it too hard you lose the embossing because it's only thin paper. So that was something I worked out doing that 3 and 30 video. The 3 and 30 video that I did with Joe not that long ago. If you press too hard on it, I mean, yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it, that you're gonna iron out the pattern, so try not to press too hard. And then this paper's a bit stronger, so I think I'll use, this paper's quite a sturdy scrapbooking paper scrap, so I'll use a bit of a stronger glue, I think, on that. I think the plan was for that to go there, and then we're going to put the rose on. I'm not going to ink it, which is quite unusual for me, but there we go. Way it's gonna be today. How is everyone today? So today it is, what's the day? Wednesday the, wow, what is the day? Well, it's the 30th of September, the last day of September today. Gosh, that flew by, didn't it? That month, first month of spring, and we've had a couple of cold days, but yeah, definitely warming up. Daylight savings has started, which is awesome, so there'll be lots of crafting into the evening, I'm sure. Often, sometimes in the evenings, oh, I haven't even glued those bits down. I sit and watch some television or something, something on TV or Netflix with my partner, but oh, afterwards I always think, why did I bother? That was so lame. I didn't even really enjoy it. Excuse me, I'm just getting out my little pot of goodness. Little brush. Yeah, so I'm thinking I should probably spend more time just in my craft room. It's way more fun. What do you reckon? So if we're getting warmer, there's other places in the world that are getting colder, I imagine. This one's the crazing, distress college meaning crazing, but I haven't managed to work out the crazing part of it, so I'll have to have a bit more of a play with that, I think. Might as well use this to glue this down as well. It's supposed to be a fabulous glue. Right, so let's glue these flaps down. So yeah, I just used for this pocket. I got some library card pockets, and I took one apart and made a what do you call it? Template. Probably don't really need a template. I tend to use templates. I'm not very good at doing things without sort of measuring or anything like that. So yeah, so it started out cold this morning, but it's a beautiful sunny day out there. I'm just going to fold this over as well, because this is going to be stuck onto a page, obviously. There we go. Tear that bit off. Yeah, it's turned out to a lovely day. Probably should be in the garden. I need to get my garden sorted, so that is a goal to be done in the next little while. Well, there's still a little bit of texture there, but yeah, it doesn't look as good as what I would like. But there we go. That's wonky. That's normal for me to have wonky things. I don't know if it needs anything else. But that's okay. So that's a library pocket done, which needs something in it. A library card probably. So I will have to find or print out a library card, but that's fine, or a tag. But anyway, that's one piece of ephemera. The other thing I like to make is I've got these stickers. My sister gave these to me, and I like making. It's just a light cardstock I bought when I was doing the Amity Bloom course, and it looked kind of cream. It looks white now, but I'm just putting a little border around these to make them kind of like little faux tea cards. Let's have a look. I'll cut it with my cutter. Oh, my office is in a bit of a state. I'm not going to lie, it's a bit messy, to say the least. What's new, eh? Actually, I think I might use my knife because I don't trust myself to get this right. Doesn't really look the same, does it? Yes, it's not my forte, judging. Things like this, but it's okay. Let's just see what happens. I'm going to get the corner around on the little one. It's not as little as it's not my best work, I have to say. I'm not loving it. It's okay, we'll just finish it and then make a decision on. I may not end up using it, which is fine. Like I said, there's so many little pockets and tucks in this book. It's like, oh no, so many things to make to fill it up. But then I'm wondering if it's going to be overfull. But anyway, here we go. And because it's me, I'm going to have to ink it. Ink it around the edges. we go. It's kind of cute. It'll fill a little space, that's the thing. Don't really need anything on the back. Now I was thinking, have I got any already ready-made things that I can pop in? Oh, there's this little playing card that I covered with some tea bags. So it's a little, it was a cool playing card, but it was super shiny. So the playing card's really good at, sorry, the tea bag's really good at aging it. So that can go in a little pocket as well. Another one of those stickers. This is one of Artie Maze's digitals. Lovely Ladies, maybe? I'm wondering whether we could turn that into a journaling card. Some ledger paper here that we could put on the back of it. I wonder whether we need to make it a bit stronger with some cardstock in the middle. I just cut along there. Prefer it without the little cute. Could do that with a border as well, but I think I'll just glue it on. Right. Oh, right. I'm going to use some PVA glue and use a brush. Yes, and it is going to curl and warp, but that's what the book press is for, I guess. We're just going to stick everything in there to flatten out. A bit of something. Right. Let's hopefully we haven't left it too late to glue it on. And then we'll cut around it, so let's just glue it on like that. And, oh, excuse me, that's, oh, horrible noise. Okay, so that'll make a cool journaling card. Got this little digital, I'm not quite sure whose that is. This one. Quite like the look of that one. So this is out of a book which I've used throughout, I think, so it'll make sense to use it again. Let's glue that on there. Oh. Bit messy. That's okay. The glue squishing out. What else have I got? I've got that little digital. I'm not quite sure where that came from. Another book page out of that book. And then I've got some tags and things, so I'll let those dry. Get a wet wipe and wipe up the mess. We should wrap our brush in something in case we want to use it again. Some things you can just fold. Okay, now I'm just faffing, aren't I? Faff. Oh, these are Artie Maze's little postcard. I love these. Yeah, those two. I like those two. Do something with those, shouldn't we? Cut one out. Which one looks easier? This one. And if we fussy cut this out. Yes, I really need to get this little book done and these videos finished and move on to something else, because sometimes when you let a project drag on too long, it just becomes, I don't know, sometimes it's not as enjoyable. It becomes more of a chore, so I'd really like to just finish this little series off. And start something else. I'm kind of on a no spend of books, but I saw some books on Facebook Marketplace, and one of them in particular really caught my eye. So I have to admit, I did purchase them. They weren't too expensive. Well, then I had to pay for postage, so that always makes them a little bit more, but they weren't, I mean, they still weren't super expensive. They're lovely old optical textbooks. Cute. What else could we put on there? Are we going to trim that, or are we going to ink it? I think I might ink it. Get rid of that white there. Okay. Like that. It's very simple, but it works, I think. I could put a little bit of something else behind it. Or we could just leave it like that. Just thinking if I had any of that. Just looking in my little messy bit of scraps, fabric scraps over here. A little bit of tulle maybe on there, but I'm just wondering if we should just keep it nice and simple. I feel like it needs something else though, a little bit of stamp. My grungy old stamp. Folder out. Not sure. at all. Possibly not a stamp. Quite like that one. And what else have we got? Just trying to use up some of these things. Like I did a whole lot of word stamping one time, and they're sitting here never to be used, so perhaps we could use them. Some words, numbers, the things you do when you think you're going to use them. Don't. You know, when you look at a word and it doesn't look right, it's like, have I spelt that wrong? This doesn't look right. Anyway, we can glue it, and what I often do is put it aside, and if I don't like it, then I don't have to use it. Sometimes I like it more when I've come back and had a look at it, and sometimes I like it a lot less. So we will have to wait and see. Let's just do it. Let's this on the art glitter glue. Go, and our little old vintage stamp, because I need to use them. I have them and I need to use them. There's no point just holding on to things and not using them. And sometimes I just forget I've got stuff, but not very often because I don't have. I'm going to cover the man up because I don't actually know who he is. Here we have a little journaling spot. Whether we want to put anything on the back or not, I'm not sure. Or will people just write on the back? Can think about that, but that's kind of cute. It's alright. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. So we can put that aside, and then all this blooming all this cardstock I embossed. So funny. It was fun. Good fun embossing the cardstock. Yep, I might just... Right, so these are all curled up. I'm just going to cut them. Oh, I hope they haven't put enough glue on that. It shouldn't have bubbled, but I'll probably stitch around them as well. that's not straight. Something's not straight. Okay, we need to sort that. Not sure what's not straight there. Guess we'll work that out in a minute. Okay, down this one. I hope people are getting some crafting done. I see such beautiful things on Instagram and YouTube, and just amazes me how creative and clever people are. It's just amazing. So much to learn, so many ideas to try. See, I got glue on that, and I did put a huge bit of glue on that. Well, that's a shame. That's ruined, really. Not sure what we'll do with that one now. This one hasn't got glue on it. What will we do with this? It's just pretty on its own, really. Let's just ink it and have a think about it while we're doing that. Yeah, so much out there, so many clever, talented artists and arts and crafts people. It's amazingly inspiring. I spend a lot of time just watching and learning and just admiring people's work and the things that they make. What should we do with her? We were going to put some ledger on the back, weren't we? Convinced about that though. So there's a few things there. What about some tags? Got a few little tiny pre-made tags here. I think they came out of a scrapbooking pack that we could do something with. Couldn't we? I've got my cool little pack of Tim Holtz things as well, but I think they might be too big for these. Oh, maybe get away with that. This is a great little pack. It's quite blue though. I don't know if blue's really what I want. I like that, but that's way too big. Way too big. Gosh, they're pretty. Or I've got my little teeny tiny ones. Oh, where are they? Yes, maybe when you can't find things anymore, that means you're due for a tidy up. Probably right. That's a bit odd. I don't know where they've got to. I had a little tin up there. It's gone. I wonder if it's fallen off. Nope, can't find it. Oh well, we're not using those, are we? that always solves that problem. Let's see if we've got the right size hole for these. First of all, it's tiny. I think this might be a bit big. Soon find out. Oh no, that's probably about right. That'll do. That'll be good. There we go. That's cute too. I like that. That's cut out of off a scrapbooking thing. All right, come on, Kate, you can do it. Get some ideas rolling. I don't really feel, I'm not feeling it. Not feeling it, peoples. Beautiful people, I'm not feeling it. Tiny little tags, what can we put on them? This ticket here. They're just so little that you put one thing on them and they're pretty much covered up. I'm going to find that tin of stuff that oh, there it is. Look at that. I just looked up and it was there. So I've got this little tin. These are my teeny tiny Tim Holtz. Teeny tiny Tim Holtz things. So and some using these stamps. These little stamps. Don't really want orange. I like these dark green ones. I like that. Quite like that one. Some of these are quite old, you know. Quite old. Good old Queen. Oh, that's Australian, that one. There we go, it's Australian stamp. Does that work? Not sure. That'll do. That'll work. Always add more to it at a later date. Or again, just put it aside, and if you don't like it, don't use it. It's not the end of the world if you make something and it turns out to be not that great. It happens to me all the time, in fact. Oh, I like the little, I think I like the little two. See how it's been snipped out. I might pull that little bit out there. Probably not going to see it anyway, but anyway, we'll some glue on the little Tim Holtz thing. I like the number. And our little Australia stamp. I don't want to cover up the number. So should we put here, there? Don't know. I don't know, really. And then there's these tiny, well, there's all sorts of tiny things in here, but these tiny little label things. They're quite cute. I think they are anyway. There's even a tiny stamp. It's so little. There's a few tiny stamps in there. And then a little thing like that. All sorts. It's quite a cool, oh, I quite like that. I just don't know if that works. I do like it though, maybe for another one. Okay, and let's just ink around the edge of that. I think my inks had it. I just not loving it at all. And I think I would like a hole reinforcer in this one. Just grab them. Some more ink on them. I think that's what I want. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think I like that better than that fake pretend eyelet. Not a fan of that. And then we need to think about what we're going to put. If we're going to have a little tie through there. Yeah, don't know about it. Make another one. Oh, actually I made a few little, what did I do? I made a few little tags out of some of the little wallpaper things that my sister sent me. Hang on, I'll just grab them. Whether we could do anything with this. That's a cute little tag, wouldn't it? And this one. That's worth thinking about. They kind of matchy what I've got on the front of my cover too. So while we're here, what should we put on this one? There's another bunch of little roses. Not sure. I am not entirely. That postage stamp's all wonky. It's really bothering me now. I'm going to put something over the top of it maybe. Not sure what. Man, these are tiny. I can't even hardly see what that one, which way that one up goes. Which way up that one goes. Oh, funny. Anyway, so that's those. Little tag. I've got this one too, this little tag. But I wonder. You wonder how this would work. Let's have a play. Doesn't matter if we don't use it. Let's draw around. Oops. This wants to curl up on me. And it was a good idea to maybe stick it onto something first and then cut it out as a tag. Probably, I'm thinking. What have we got here? We've got some that's a manila, not manila, is it manila? Manila folder, which makes nice backing for tags, I think. Nice cream, yellowy cream colour. So let's just glue this onto there. There we go, and then cut it out. Maybe if you can see the lines. Probably should wait for the glue to dry, but I'm not. Just want to see how this turns out. That one. Okay, so what have we got? A large pocket. This with nothing on the back because we can't decide what to do with it. I think I would like to put something on the back of this. So we'll ink it first. That's very cute. So she could even go in there. I don't think she will. Can that fit in there? Oh, nearly. It's a bit too tight for my liking, but anyway. Put that and that, and we've got a little tiny tag. I think I want to do something with that. Or I could just actually, oh, I've got that as well. I want to stitch around that. Really am making such a mess. Oh, you've got that tiny little thing and a card. Plain. Got this tag here, which is from a digital kit by Dots Inspiration Shop, I think. Blue Roses or something. Again, that'll fill a space because it doesn't really need much done to it. And put on it. I love these. We have made a lot of mess here. Well, I have made a lot of mess. So I haven't done anything about the strings yet. But see, something like that would sit nicely there, but I would want to back that with something. Put that in there. Or even the tiny little one with the tag. Ooh, I think that's a little bit too big to go in there. She's a bit big to go in there. I think she would be better in a we've got this, and I think I had something for that, just a piece of yeah, a piece of card that the envelopes came with. Right, this is where I was wondering, we're going to need something a little bit bigger. Oh, there we go. Oh, yes. Perfect. That's great. Except there's no real colour on that side. You almost want it this way, don't you? So it's showing through. Like that. Then we've got this, so a little, I think we'll put a tag there. Yep, that kind of works. And then we need, we'll pop her in there, I think. The other things we need to think about are our frilly bits that we made. Oh, I thought we needed something else on that one, but I did want this one. Put that one there. And I'm going to put the glue on the really have got a big mess going on here, haven't I? Oh well, sorry folks, this is just going to be the way it is, because this needs to get done and done and finished. I want to do something else. Got some ideas I want to try out. One of them with one of the old books that I bought. So I'd quite like to do another repurposed book. This glue goes everywhere. I really struggle with it. I make such a mess. I probably maybe should have put the glue on the page for this one. Oh no, no, that's all good. Just want a little bit peeking out that side. I might have something hanging on there, I think, by the time I'm done. So the book's pretty much nearly finished. I think I'll probably do another. Oh no, I won't do another strip. I am going to put the, what about the tabs? Are we going to put tabs on here? Okay, so maybe one more of those as well. I think the library pocketbook can go somewhere else. And yeah, we're well on our way. So I'm going to do a little bit of work, do some more stuff off camera and get these finished, and then I'll be back. See you soon.